The areas where many Filipino artists tend to overlook. No, there's little regard given to articulating one's theories. No, so oftentimes it is left to the critic. I think one thing we need to be aware of is that most critics do not have the eye of the artist. So they're good at sorting things like, your style is similar to this, so you're a social realist. So ang gagawin nila is sort kanila. But they don't really look at your work seriously enough, no, to scrutinize the nuances. What makes your work work? No? Bakit effective yung trabaho mo? Like si Orley, no? Orley can paint the same subject as another artist would, but why would Orley's work stand out? No? So ibig sabihin, most critics are not sensitive to those nuances. No, yung the way it is executed distinguishes the work of an artist. No? Kaya nga, I mean, out of thousands of works, only a few will come out. Dahil there is a particular quality in your work that makes it stand out. No? Now, like in my case, I have always admitted na one of my weaknesses is my craft. No, I'm not that good as a painter. No, I always struggle to make the paintings look good. That's why it takes a long time. No, so parang I'm not happy with the immediate outcome, and then I keep working and reworking it, the painting until I find na okay na siya. Hindi tulad ng iba, konting ano lang, hagod-hagod lang, yari na, no? Yung ganon. Not so with my case, no? And I used to envy artists with so much mastery of their craft. But then I realized na that's why I love painting so much. No? It's not so much because I'm good at it. It's because it affirms who I am. I guess you might say I have gained a certain level of mastery as far as my own personal style is concerned. No? So parang kahit na it's obviously the product of parang struggle, constant wrestling with the canvas and all that. But then that really becomes the quality, and that becomes the distinguishing identity of the work. For some artists, that's why they don't paint every day, because of the predictability of their process. So parang people, nakakapagod na eh. No? It's so, you know what's going to come out, no? And you know what to do. So each step in ganon. Maaaring magkaroon ng monotony, no? In spite of how traditional and how long painting has been around, no? You'd be surprised. You still learn a lot of new things each time. No? And siguro sa akin, that's what I find most exciting.
What about, sir, yung marketing niyan? Hindi ba minsan ang nagiging problem ng artist? Dami ko nagawa, but the financial part of it, isn't it parang 50% of the problem?
I guess part of what made me attractive to the market is I did not pursue it vigorously. I mean, of course, I want to sell. I have to make a living, no? But I never ran after buyers. The paintings are just there. If they want it, they can buy it, no? So kahit na nagugutom na ako, kahit na naghihirap ako, I never go, parang you have to be proud. You have to be very proud when it comes to this. In the Philippines, it's a very small market and everybody knows everyone. And somehow, if you show compromises in your in the selling of your art, everyone will know. Well, sometimes if you really are in deep need and then you have a really good, a collector who's really a good friend, no? Pwede mo nang kausapin. But parang keep it very private. That's one, no? Kasi the more you are perceived as kind of scarce in the market, the more collectors will desire your works. The other thing is you have to show people that you know what you're doing. No? One of the weakness, like there are a lot of really good artists in terms of skills, no? But some artists are not able to show people, especially like prospective collectors or buyers, na parang, oh, yung ganda ng ginawa mo, ano yan? So biglang mapapatahimik ka. Or sometimes, yung opposite naman, you say a lot of things that are not in the work. Or ang dami-daming paliwanag, hindi naman nakikita sa trabaho. So minsan mas masama yan eh. It's better na to say just a few words than to say a lot of words. Then parang tipong ang nangyayari. Mati-turn off patuloy yung, yung prospective buyer mo, no? One of the marketability of local artists is when someone would say, you buy this artist, mabait yan. Mabait can mean different things. No? In the gallery context, mabait usually means hindi mo sila kinocross. You don't show it the galleries and then you go directly to the collectors, no? And then you sell your works at a lower price. Di ba? Pagka nasira ka sa gallery, sisirain ka talaga nila. Yung gano'n, no? Because they have a vast network and they can destroy artists. If you're conscious of the dynamics in the art market, there is what you would call tiers, no? So, yung upper tier usually parang that's occupied by some of the most noted collectors, and they would like to project themselves to be the snooty ones, no? They're very discriminating. Ito lang ang gusto namin. It's investment kasi. I mean, and Carol, you should know about this.
Yes.
Investment din eh. Alam mo kung, so parang they have invested heavily on certain artists that they will commit themselves to keep raising the value, no, of their works. And especially more in the case in the US, no, diba? Kunyari, during the auctions, a lot of the collectors are also the ones who keep raising the prices of the works by artists dahil marami sila noon, no? Marami silang basket. So ibig sabihin, they will make sure that the price of basket in the auctions will keep rising. That's the money part of it, no? And sometimes, again, not that it can be very seductive for the artist, especially like if you feel that you have a good prospect of being one of them. Bonus lang yun makabenta ka eh. But that's not what you do art for. Di ba? So I guess like in my case, parang masaya ako na somehow I'm able to sell some of my works and it's enough to, provide me with a decent life. No? I'm able to parang provide for my family. So I'm happy with that, no? Pero that's not what I started art for, no? Yung ganun, parang it was an intense compulsion that I just had to do. And then I realized na I had to do it because it was key to discovering myself.
Yung mga late starters, kamukha ni President Bush, di ba? It's not until after his retirement that he decided to be an artist. May nakita ka bang future niyan sa art scene?
Marami naman eh. You have like Oni Olmedo in the US. You have an old lady called Grandma Moses, no? Siguro sa case ni George Bush, wala na siyang magawa. So you can only judge on the basis of their artwork, no? Cory Aquino, after parang after her presidency, did a lot of paintings, no? And it's a good way to spend your time.
Sa akin lang, pag nag-artist ka, pag inisip mo magkapira ka dyan, huwag ka na lang mag-artist. Pero mag-artist ka dahil mag-enjoy ka dyan, ano yan eh, soul satisfaction yan eh.
Yun.
Karamihan kasi na-frustrate yung artist dahil yung inahanap na pagiging artist, magkapira sila. Karamihan man, siyempre lahat naman tayo kailangan natin ng pera eh. Pero iba tong pinapasok natin eh, being an artist, mahirap pag pag sabayin yan yung trabaho, ayusin yung trabaho mo, tapos iniisip mo rin paano ka magkapira na kung napagkaano. Kasi karamihan dyan, lalo na pag nangano na yung tiyan mo, doon mo susubukan yung kung talagang yung seryosong artist ka talaga. Pag nagutom ka na, marami mga temptation dyan. Lalo na pag medyo may nakakilala na sa'yo, marami mag-offer na yung sisirain yung presyo mo. So, mga ganon.
Yung life management is also crucial. No? Marami sa mga artists, pag nakabenta ng painting, malaking halaga, ituwan-tuwa sila. Kinabukasan ng pera. Yung ganon. So, maraming artist ganyan, no? Turns out, hindi masyadong maingat sa handling ng pera. One of the things I'm grateful for is Ilocano tatay ko eh. So kasi kahit pa paano, part of that trait, naman ako. Yung ganon. And so I've always made sure na whenever I make some money from my sales, no, na I would set aside a certain amount for savings, and then I keep raising that amount, no, each time I make a sale. So parang through time mag-accumulate yan, and then you just keep protecting that balance. So, and before you knew it, you realize that you are the one in control of your life. You don't buy things just because may pera ka. No? Nako-control mo ngayon yung mga impulses mo. How to control your life. You learn how to be the one, no, putting order in your life. You have to learn the connection between art and life. No? Art is actually, or the life of the artist is actually the life of the pursuit of order, no? Kaayusan. Everything is in their proper place, no? Nasa tamang lugar yung color, nasa tamang kaayusan yung linya, di ba? Nasa tamang lugar yung texture, yung highlight. Everything is in their proper place. Na that the same principle applies to life. That's why you live a happy life, because things are in their proper places. Kaya maayos ang lipunan dahil nasa tamang kaayusan ang mga bagay-bagay. And when things are not in their proper places, you have chaos, you have disorder. So art is not just what you do on the canvas, no? It is actually how you live your life and how that is projected, no, in the different aspects of your life and the people who connect with you.